all very much, and again, good luck to Maris. Thank you.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the grand final of the Wayne Roper Memorial here. It's all come down to game 16 on the schedule as these two teams face up against each other. That is Auckland Maris taking on Otahu. Down to the field for the action now. It's been fantastic. 2 days of Premier Women's competition here. Seen all of these teams from all over New Zealand come to compete for the title of champion. The Wayne Roper hard ground ball from Bollock to Gerbies at second base. Record the first out of the grand final as we are starting to get underway here. And what should prove to be an excellent match. Casey New joining us in the booth here. Casey, the grand final, we've made it to the big one.
We have.
How are you feeling about today's action?
Good. Hopefully we had a good game for the semi-final, and let's hope that this one will be just as good.
Well, it should be indeed. The matches have been exquisite up and down the schedule this weekend, and no more than Otahu and Auckland Maris have proved to be the top of the totem pole. Have simply been outstanding. We'll give you the lineup shortly, just tidying off the Auckland Marist batting order. Just came through a little bit late, as you can imagine. They just finished winning their way on a very tough matchup against visitors from Wellington Miramar. Went to the tiebreaker, couldn't decide a winner after 7 innings. And boy, oh boy, did they not let us down here. It was an outstanding matchup between these two squads. Hard hit ball, looking for the corner, and Ponga will dive in the corner. She can't get it, rattling around down there. That will allow Alicia Hooper to leg away with a stand-up triple all the way to third base. We've got the Marist batting lineup loaded to the drive now. So we'll get that up for you shortly, but we'll bring up the defensive lineup for Otahuhu at some stage shortly. There you go, you can see it's Hawani, Markia and Ponga left, right in the outfield. Kingy, Moreland, Gerbies and O'Coin on the infield. Bloom behind the dish. Lauren Parker gets a start. Ashley Scott was listed as the starting pitcher. Then the DP role, they switched that, so Parker will pitch. That's defensively for Otahuhu. All set to go. We're in the top of the first innings. Third batter for Auckland Marist is Anita Hickey. Good pitch by Parker. Auckland Marist, Casey, had the tough road through Miramar just before this one. Boy, what a matchup that was.
Yeah, that was awesome. Some nice hitting in there, some good plays. Oh,
hard hit ball. Mark here, take it, but that is well deep enough for Hooper to come in and score the first run of the grand final here. And it'll be Auckland Marist. We'll get the scoreboard updated. We'll put Marist at the top of the scoreboard, Otahuhu on the bottom, so you can see that reflectively. Top of the first innings, it is Marist leading though 1-0. Pania Monk now, she's cleaning clean up today, will step in to go to work. Monk, one of the heavy hitters of the tournament thus far. Just been a beast in the batter's box. Registered the only 2 automatic home runs of the tournament, Casey.
Yep, saw one of those yesterday. She's been hitting well. Doing a good job on the mound too when she's been pitching.
Been a workhorse, both sides of the ledger, that's for sure, has Pania Monk. Trying to lean back into one is Monk again. Lauren Parker been with Otahuhu for quite a while now. Jim Junkie. Lauren Parker. You can see the batting line up here. Freya Bollock, Hooper, Hickey, Monk we're up to now. Then the shortstop, Odu, Howard, Glassy. And injected into the order is Nicola Broderick hitting in the 8th spot, and Sheridan Howard rounds out the batting order for the girls from Auckland Marist. Strikeout to Pania Monk. Not before. It is Auckland Marist that strike first. They lead 1-0 in the top of the first innings. We'll be back with the bottom of the first in just a short moment.
They say your home is where your heart is. know my home is here with you. There's a world to behold. It's a better home you own with Golden Homes.
Well, welcome back to the action here. You can see Otahu warming up in their dugout to get ready for their first offensive side of the action. Logan Moreland will lead off. Let's look at the batting order for Otahuhu here before we get underway. Just nice and quickly, it is Moreland, Bloom, O'Coin and Hawani 1, 2, 3 and 4. Makia, Kingi, Parkia, Ponga, Gerbies rounds out the batting order for the girls from Otahuhu. We'll get the defensive lineup written up for you shortly for Marist, but let's get underway anyway. I'll tell you who they are. It's Monk at left field, Howard and Howard. That's Holly and Sheridan centre and right field. Infield is Freya Bollock, Tatiana Harodu, Nita Hickey and Isha Hooper. As we see one dunked into the infield, going to second base, and Moreland slides in, causing a bit of action there. Mila Glassy behind the dish, catching to her twin sister Brooke on the hill for Auckland Marist. So Moreland gets us underway with an aggressive double to centre field.
Yep, that's how you run it, Chopper. You push those boundaries.
That girl Moreland, geez boy, she is 100 miles an hour, isn't she?
She sure is. Got all the tools.
Off and running. She is out. What a good throw. What a great throw from Miller Glassy. And it may have been a missed signal here for Bloom at the dish.
Good play for Marist. Good play there.
Good defence, aggressive offence. Time called, needs some adjustments to the second baseman's glove. Well, Dad, Wayne, what do you think he would have thought about the 2021 edition of the Wayne Roper?
Oh, I think he would have been a little bit disappointed with the weather, but I think the ball he would be happy with.
And that's a hard hit ball from Bloom into the bread box of the shortstop at Odu, and she'll be aboard on first base. Gretchen O'Coin, real threat, the first baseman. She steps in to go to work now for Otahu. Great to see a visiting team from Wellington, and this time a Miramar coming along.
Yeah, really good to see Miramar, and also awesome having the Junior White Sox. It's always good to have out-of-town teams. Good for everyone because gives everyone a bit of a chance to play other players.
What have you thought about the calibre of softball you're seeing this weekend?
Yeah, it's been good. There's been a few of the games have been a little bit slow, but there's been some good plays. There's some good players here. Lots of young, good talent coming up.
That's the warming thing, isn't it? The talent that's coming through.
There's a lot of it. It's definitely a lot of young females putting their hands up at the moment.
Well, we see that with of course, the juniors here, but also the club side's bringing in a junior player with them. Young Tawara for the Otahu club, she's one of those exponents. Even young Sarah Ponga now getting a decent start at Premier level.
Yeah, awesome. Nice pitch.
Excellent delivery from Glassy. Gets rid of a very dangerous at-bat there from O'Coin. Crystal Hawani now. Well, what do you say about Crystal Hawani?
Crystal Hawani, she is definitely held a special place in Dad's heart. Young player, but was here at Otahu the whole time Dad was here, from a young kid, and yeah, definitely would have been proud of what Krista has become.
True mainstay in the White Sox, Crystal Hawani.
Yep.
Obviously one of the spearheads and driving forces player-wise and behind this squad from Otahu.
Yep. And just true blue Otahu player.
You did right, I think.
Born and raised, it's awesome.
This one's up. The wind might grab it, and it does. It'll hit the backstop fence that hangs over Diamond 1 here at Sturgis Ballpark. Ground ball. Odu will take care of business. And it's a 4-bat here. And Logan Moreland's lead-off double cannot be converted into a run here. And it is Auckland Mariners that lead the grand final. 1 run to nil. We'll be back with the top of the second in just a short moment.
And the other picture of His Majesty Rasis. Yes, sir.
Never take time to worry about life. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Know that you are right. There's a world to behold. Another day you will grow old. So take time with the ones you love. Take time with the ones you love.
Under action here in the top of the second innings. It'll be Auckland Mariners will have their second run at this Otahu defence here. It'll be the shortstop first, Tatiana Odu. She'll be followed by Holly Howard and Miller Glassy. 1, 2, 3 here from the girls from Marist. Good news, I'll let you know we've got the graphic defensively for Marist uploaded to the cloud, so next time Marist come out to field we'll be able to show you what that looks like. Hope you're enjoying all the additions we've made to the streaming this year, and it's all about, I guess, just trying to raise the bar a little. Rise ball up through the top of the zone. Down and away from Lauren Parker. Loaded count now at Odu. I was wondering when that was going to start. Guess girls over in Marist, they know how to cheer along, don't they?
It's been a while since I've heard some chanting in the dugouts.
Parker looking to try and quieten them down with a strike out there at Odu. Holly Howard now. Centre fielder for Auckland Marist. Well, it's been a fantastic softball scene played through the first 2 days of action here. Lots of great plays. You can see both of these teams are really up for this grand final, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are. Wasn't sure how Marist would come out after that big, long semi-final, but they're on it.
They sure are indeed. Well, if you've just joined us, this is the grand final of the Wayne Roper here. And boy, we've got plenty of action. It's been 2 days of outstanding softball played by all these athletes out here in Premier Women's competition. Slow roll to second base. Skirby's playing forward in a defensive pattern. Take care of Howard's work. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second innings. Auckland Marist do lead the ball game 1-0. We'll just update the scoreboard for you. Miller Glassy now the catcher. One of the spark plugs, if you like, for the Auckland Marist squad. Facing Lauren Parker. Goes at the first pitch. It's up. There's a bit of breeze. May take it out of play, and it does. Glassy will step back in to go to work. 1 strike on her. Change of pace. Down and away. If you're joining us for the first time on all the different Facebook Softball Association pages and club pages, you want to get all the stats, draw and details, just head along to the Aotearoa Softball Facebook page. You can get all that information there. This grand final, of course, brought to you also in conjunction with Ballpark Broadcasting. Our complete pleasure to do that in honour of Wayne Roper here in his memorial tournament. Just getting the spare ball there put behind the dugout for a home plate umpire. Officials for the grand final, there's a full allotment for umpires out there in this one. This one's up in the air. We see Moreland tracking back. She will make the catch at shortstop. So it's a quick 3 outs here in the top of the second innings. 1-0. You can see the umpires there. Nikki Ogier from Christchurch behind the plate. Heidi Leithard at first base. Lance Type at second, both from Auckland. And all the way from Southland, Jill Farquhar is officiating at third base. We'll be back bottom of the second in just a short moment. Leans on the back of one, does Mark here. There's Otahu all resting in the dugout. They played the early matchup against Waitakere Bears, took care of business there first thing this morning. That's given them the right here to the grand final. Auckland Mariners had to go a little bit of a more different route. Take care of Howick over on Diamond 2 at 11 o'clock. And then, as we just saw, Miramar here on Diamond 1, the 1 o'clock feature. This one's high and nicely taken by the centre fielder, Howard. Well, for those of you that are watching at home, we'd love to hear where you're watching from. Just post your comment and let us know. It'd be good to see how far along the broadcast goes, of course. It's always interesting to see. While you're at it, let us know who you think's going to win the grand final of the Wayne Roper Memorial Tournament. This one down the edge. Brooke Lassie, she comes on fresh, pitched the last couple of innings of the match against Miramar. Punny Monk's done the lion's share of work on the hill, so she's ready to go. Young Kingy just swings over the top of that one. Of course, Brooke and Miller, twin sisters down there, Cassie. I asked this question before of Curtis Tompkins. Which one's the oldest?
I would not have a clue.
I'll give you a tip, it's the catcher. So Miller's the oldest.
Okay.
Here's the next question, trivia question. Was there such a time when they were younger they changed roles? Miller was the pitcher and Brooke was the catcher. What do you think?
No.
You wouldn't think so, would
No.
you? Apparently under 10s. Miller was a pitcher for a season or two and Brooke used to catch. I asked Miller about that. What was your best pitch? He said the one that would go over the strike zone.
Yep, that was always my best one too.
I don't see them.
Ground ball just goes down the line. It'll be foul though. Good to have Natalia Goldsmith. Natalia Goldsmith watching from all the way over in Brisbane, Australia. It's nice and warm over there. Well, I'd like to say it's warm here, Cassie.
It's a bit windy here, I must admit.
It is indeed. A little bit of breeze. Mind you, if you said that to Miramar, they'll probably laugh at us, right?
Probably.
If you ever got to play out at polo grounds in Miramar, boy, oh boy. Don't take an umbrella because you'll end up sailing all the way back to Otahu.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Kingy picks up the walk. She'll go down to first base. Lauren Parker, she'll hit for herself. Off and running on the pitch. And she is safe. That is the designated runner, Waimari Tawada. And I tell you what, she's a youngster out there. Look at the smile on her dial.
It's cool. It's cool for her to get out there.
We had a chance, we might bring up that defensive graphic of Auckland Marist just to show you who they are and their positions for you. Check swing will go foul down the line. You see plenty of Mark Holly Howard and Sheridan Howard left to right in the outfield. Freya Bullock in the hot corner. Tatiana Rodu, Nita Hickey and Isha Hooper as they go across the infield. Miller and Brooke Lassie, the battery partner. Nicola Broderick's a designated player. Hitting in the lineup for Glassy, I think it was. Yes, indeed, for the pitcher, Glassy. So that's Auckland Marist defensive lineup. Got them done now. This one just comes through the top of the zone. Coaching staff for Hard line drive. This will find the dirt for sure. As a couple of bounces rolling to the fence here. Tawera will score on the play to tie up the match. Parker legs it all the way to third base as the ball gets a little bit loose. It's a stand-up triple that ties this one from Lauren Parker.
That was a good piece. They needed that.
Just what the doctor ordered, helping herself out here. Lauren Parker. Told you she's a gym jockey. Plenty of power on those arms for sure. Sarah Ponga now. One of the youngsters coming through the Otahuhu program. Broke out in the under-18 rep tournament last year for Auckland Development Squad. Made the tournament team and hasn't looked back. Now getting a starting spot here in the grand final, the Wayne Roper. Slow roll to the shortstop. Can't go home. Ponga will do the job. Parker will come in and Otahuhu grab the lead there on the sacrifice ground ball, if you like, from Ponga. That'll bring up number 9 to hit our second baseman. As that one comes down the kitchen sink. Madison Gerbies. Running bunt attempt. Comes through now. We'll have to do it the fun way. Just goes outside. Thank you for those comments. Do us another favour while you're there. Go down the bottom of your phone, screen, tablet or computer and hit the share button. Let's see how many people we can get this grand final out to. Hard hit ball from Gerbies through the 5-6 hole. Gets a round of applause from Casey New here in commentary with you. You'd like that one, did you?
Yeah. I was going to make sure I don't say any bad words. It'll bring an excitement.
You be yourself. It's always the best way to be here. Logan Moreland now, she started this game with a double to centre field. And plenty of hustle. Takes one just outside, running up the box is Moreland. Just missing outside. You can understand these pitchers being cautious with these big hitters, right?
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't be chucking anything down the middle.
It's all about knowing location, change of pace, and Glassy, to be fair, does have that ability to go both sides of the plate. You see her just nick the outside of the plate there. Use all parts of the strike zone as well.
Definitely. You've got to use all your range of pitches. You've got to use inside, outside. You just can't stay.
Head first dive and she is done like a dinner. Nice throw from Miller Glassy behind the dish there. And that'll erase Gerbies, but not before Otahuhu. They make amends. They pick up 2 here. Lauren Parker, she drove one in. She scored herself as well. They lead now. 2 runs to no. Otahuhu back short at the top of the third.
Hold on. Baby, when we're crying, I get so excited. Oh, how I like it. I try, but I...
He might not look like much in an apron, but that's John Miller, loving husband, relatively reliable plumber, and holder of the Bledisloe Cup and 2 Investex Super Rugby titles. Don't let the heels fool you. Wendy crushed 2 of the biggest names in men's tennis to go all the way at Wimbledon. Tony, one of New Zealand's most impressive multi-sport players. Try playing and taking out a rugby league grand final, a Grand Slam, and the New Zealand Cup all at once. Mary Adams came from nothing to take Cleveland to the playoffs. Where to next? well. She won the New Zealand Derby with Ginger Notes. Finally, meet Richard Sykes, a man with many loves, 80s hip-hop, whose dog barked Twain, and winning, specifically, the Cup final at Wembley. Now it's your turn. TAB, now you're in the game.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the third innings here. Otahuhu leading this ball game by 1 run. Designated player Nicola Broderick will lead off. Sheridan Howard will follow her. Then back to the top of shop. Freya Bollock for Auckland Marist. Swinging over the top of this one. Cassie, I know this is probably a foregone conclusion. I know we're early in the grand final. Who's your pick?
Otahuhu. Otahuhu.
You want to see the look on her face when she told me that too.
If I said anything else, I think the old man would be rolling in his grave.
You
saying,
won't
what
see
are
it.
you talking about?
Shot of lightning coming down from that cloud up there.
Pretty much. No, definitely Otahuhu.
They've been playing exceedingly well this season, Otahuhu.
Yeah.
Auckland Marist are a threat though.
They sure are. And it's good to see that the Marist team has got a lot of young players, but they're all around the same age and are going through the grades all together. So it's good. They've been around for a little bit, but they're still young.
Yeah.
They're still very young.
Great to see, isn't it?
It is.
They get on well. Hard hit ball from Broderick. That's why she's a designated player. She squeezes that through the 5-6 hole.
Yeah, good effort there from Logan, but not able to knock it down. Not able to get in the glove. Knocked it down, but wasn't able to make a play.
They'll send out designated runner Amy Wells to run at first base for Broderick. High five on the way through. So gas on the base pass now for head coach Roman Gabriel, assisted by his wife Kaulala. Kaulala came in and scored the go-ahead run for Auckland Marist in the tiebreaker. Came in and pinch ran. How about that one?
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. I saw her yesterday and she was all geared up and I thought she was going to be making an appearance on the pitcher's mound. But luckily enough, she said Pania showed up, so she was all good.
All good. And her shoulder probably thanks her for it too.
Totally.
Sheridan Howard now. Bunt just goes foul. Cassie's just got paparazzi getting a hold of her.
Not quite paparazzi.
That one goes foul. One ball and 2 strikes on Howard now. She faces Lauren Parker, continues the work. Otahuhu defensively have got third baseman Kingy up and O'Coin first baseman back. Fouls this one back, chasing the rise ball. A little bit of breeze still coming in from centre field. Has been all weekend, to be fair. And it's kept a lot of these big shots in the yard.
Yep.
Just Pania Monk proving the difference maker so far. Home run yesterday on Diamond 1 and then another one on Diamond 2 this morning with the wind. Oh boy, that thing cleared.
Would have been a big one.
It was a big one.
Hello.
Oh, who we got there?
What's your name?
Nature.
Oh, kia ora, Nature. Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes.
Oh, good. What's the best thing about softball?
They can hit the ball so high.
Oh, excellent. Are you playing T-ball?
What's
Are you?
T-ball?
Oh, softball?
I'm playing softball.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Good to hear. Nature's in the house. All the families are down here at Sturgis Ballpark. Of course, Wayne Roper brings the teams out, brings the families out. It's a whole community atmosphere, and it's great to be part
And
of.
that's me.
And that's nature, just in case you didn't catch her the first time.
Yeah.
Isn't that great? Well, the
I
strikeout.
know that I'm me.
Yes, we do. As the strikeout
Someone
to Howard. That'll bring up Bollock now. She has been outstanding at the top of the shop. Good to see Freya Bollock back in the game. In the hole now, 0-2. Fouls this one off. Well, here's a question, Cassie, for you from your dad. When you're playing into a headwind like this, offensively, what would he use as a tactic, you think?
Oh, look, he always just wanted his pitchers to put the ball in the strike zone and then leave it low.
Yeah.
Get it low, and then let the fielders do the work. That was him.
Let the fielders do the
Let
work.
the fielders do the work.
Well, at the moment, it's
He didn't really like balls.
No.
So if you've warmed up for 20 minutes and then you come in and chuck a ball, you're in trouble.
well. Lauren Parker must have been listening. That's 2 strikeouts in a row. She's delivered now. Aisha Hooper. She had the triple to right field. Your first at bat. She can reel off another one of those now. Auckland Marist will tie this ball game. Waste pitch outside. Designated runner Wells not going anywhere yet at first base. Head coach Gabriel knowing when and when not to pull the trigger. Off and running now. Now's the time, he says. But the throw is too good from Bloom. She's got a laser. And that gets a round of applause from the crowd. And that'll do the third innings, top of the third innings here from Auckland Marist. They squeezed one across in the first, been scoreless since 2-1. It is Otahuhu leading the grand final here in the Wayne Roper.
At Pack and Save, we're always looking for ways to cut costs and save you money. So we're taking all the yellow out of this ad. Hit it, guys! Yeah, that might be a bit much. Can we put a little... That's better. Pack and Save, our policy, New Zealand's lowest food prices.
Your ideas, your plans, your vision for your dream home. At Golden Homes, we work with you to create a home you'll love living in. With total design flexibility, our exclusive gold standard building system and Zog steel framing proven to withstand magnitude 9 earthquake activity, your new Golden Home will have all the strength, comfort and sophistication you've been dreaming of.
It's a better home you'll own. Golden Homes.
Golden Homes. Call 0800 22 22 36.
Back to the action here, bottom of the third innings. It'll be second time through the order for Otahuhu. It'll be Moreland, Bloom and O'Coin at the top of the shop here. Just get a comment from Crystal Torangi. Thanks to the commentary chopper and Cass. Watching from Otara Heights. Go Oats.
Hey Tuss, nice to see you watching.
Fantastic.
Maybe next year you can be out here playing.
There's the whittle laid down. Indeed, Moreland's erased on the ground out to second base. Alex Bloom now. Yeah, it would be great to see her experience and explosiveness back on the diamond. Tight final thus far. Hard hit ball, but it's high. That wind will grab it. Hickey going back. She'll come forward now. The second baseman. There's a bit of strength in that breeze, isn't there?
Yeah, but windy up there. You've got to get under it, make sure. We have seen a few drops today.
Mum and Dad.
Excellent. Nature's just let us know someone's arrived at the ballpark. That's good. They're all coming out for the grand final here. Gretchen O'Coin now. She'll look to try and deliver something for Coaching staff for Otahu. Bindi Hokamo down at first base. New head coach this year, changed. Jamie Breer taking a sabbatical. And Sammy Parks taking over as the head coach, Kaz.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be too much of a change, I wouldn't think. Sammy's obviously been with the team for quite some years, and I guess for the last couple she has sort of helped out with the assistant with Bindi and helping Jamie, so quite an easy transition, I think, for the girls.
Definitely in that leadership role for sure. I've got to ask one question though about Sammy. This ground out will go to Hooper, and that'll do us 1, 2, 3 in the in this third innings. So no score in the top and the bottom. Score will stay 2-run. But before we go, as we see Sammy Parks walk across the diamond here, what would your dad say about her red hair coaching at third base?
He would say, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Well, there you go. We'll go to the music. What the heck is going on here? Top 4 coming up next.
I'm not so systematic. It's just that
Welcome back to the action, top of the 4th innings here. Tight one between Otahuhu and Marist, Auckland Marist that is, in the grand final here of the Wayne Roper 2021 edition. Otahuhu Softball Club would like to thank their generous support from their sponsors, Green Bay New World, International Softball Academy, ISA, Auckland Softball Scorers Association, Auckland Umpires Association, the Auckland Council, the Dugout, the Fieldhouse, the Four Winds Foundation, Mount Wellington Foundation, and of course Ballpark Broadcasting. Thank you all for your contribution to the Wayne Roper Memorial Tournament this year. Three straight balls issued here to Hooper. She was a handful back in the first innings. Remember, that was the triple to right field. And it'll be 4 straight balls and she'll end the walk.
Yep, I would imagine Marist are needing to build on this, move the runners around. Hopefully Nita can find some green and move them around.
Designated runner comes out to first base, Amy Wells. Nita Hickey will step in and go to work here. Second base woman for Auckland Marist. Rise ball up top. Hickey with the second rise fly to centre field. Has scored the first run of the ball game. Bloom just wants to take time here. Make sure we're on the same page with each other. That one comes through, just missing the top of the zone. Just trying to find it at the moment. Nikki Auger, home plate umpire from Christchurch, calling the balls and strikes today. Seven straight balls now.
Yeah, we need
You can see a timeout again from Bloom. He'll go out to the pitcher. While we get a chance, I might just tell you a little bit about Uncle Wayne. Wayne David Roper passed away in October 2014 of prostate cancer. Wayne lived and breathed softball. His passion and his commitment to the game was like no other, and continued all the way through to his final days. Although taken too soon, his memory lives on through his family, his friends, his club and his teams and his players of softball. Wayne was a player at rep level for many years for Taranaki before moving his family to Auckland in '97. Here he continued playing socially and coaching his children's teams. He was heavily involved with the Otahu Softball Club for well over a decade, during which he coached various Auckland girls and women's teams to national level, as well as raising the Otahuhu Premier Women's team to the competitive standard that you see now here in the AFC and the national ranks. As a mark of respect and an opportunity to celebrate Wayne's contribution to our club of softball and to softball, we're honoured to hold this annual tournament and hope it remain and grow into a well-established event in the calendar of all the top women's premier teams across the country. Last thing I'd like to say, we'd like to thank those teams that have entered. This one fouls back, and hope that you all have had a successful, enjoyable weekend here at Sturgis Park. So that's just a little bit about Dad, Casey.
That's the one. Yep. Love the game.
That was fun. That was a walk, and Amy Wells goes down to second base and slides.
Got to get that practice in.
You never know, right? You never know.
You never know.
Well, horses back in the house. I don't quite see a championship trophy. No, right, okay.
Losers trophy?
Bronze medalist, well, that's good. Pania Martin can tell you what, she deserves a medal. She's been outstanding this weekend. Marist now trailing by 1. Looking for something big from their slugger.
They needed to hit the green.
Big swing, eyes were open on that rise ball from Monk. Moves count 1 ball and 2 strikes. No outs here. 2 walks in a row as we've just seen from Parker. Little change of pace. Good catching work behind the dish from Bloom. Keeps it in front. Evens the count. Monk is in and ready to go early. Parker gets a signal. Peers in, leans back. Here comes the 2-2. It's a hard line drive. Comes off the glove. They'll have to go to 3. And she gathers it, but she gathers it late, does Arianga Kingi. It was a bobble by Moreland at shortstop on a sharp shot first. She then tries to get the lead runner and unfortunately couldn't hold on to the throw quickly enough, was Kingi at third base. So it's a big opportunity now, loaded bases here for Auckland Marist.
Sure is.
Tatiana Rodu. Shortstop will step in now. Struck out at her first at bat. That was back in the top of the second innings. Watches the first pitch sail through. Slow growler. It'll go foul down the line though. You can hear Roman Gabriel third base. Go, 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 go.
Yeah, he needs these runs to get in. He needs to score any pass ball, anything. They need to be on the go.
Hit him, roll him, scratch him, anything you can.
Yep.
Infield playing in. Waste pitch. Marist Starting to get up off the bench here. Loaded bases situation. Middle of the match. Could be the big moment, to be fair. This one fouls back off the bat on Odu.
Hey, you should never need a reason to get off the bench and get up on the fence, but if there is one, loaded bags is when you want to get up there and start getting, you know.
I think if Uncle Wayne was in there, there'd be no one sitting down right now.
Not at all.
Otherwise, you can take your bag and hop out of the dugout.
You can sit on the outside if you want.
Hard hit
It's a
ball.
piece.
Markia will get the forward, coming forward on it. She makes the catch, the throw at the plate. It's cut off by O'Coin as it's a little bit askewed. And it is perfect from an Odudo sacrifice fly. That'll tie up this ball game, 2 runs apiece.
Nice solid hit. Mediana got that in nicely, just the runner was too quick.
Holly Howard now grounded out to the second basewoman. They did have a different defensive alignment when she was up to bat before. Second baseman was up in the pocket. Now they've got Kingy, third baseman, up. Options for Roman Gabriel. Hickey running at 2. Slow roller. Oakland have no chance but just to make the tag. Runners will advance. So you've got Monk at 2, Hickey at 3 now, both in scoring position. 2 outs though. It'll be Miller Glassy. Catcher for Auckland Maris to apply her trade against Lauren Parker. Parker slides one through the zone. Started the innings with 7 straight balls. Now starting to settle down a little. Parker's one of those pitchers, she gets better as she gets through the game.
Yes, she does. It takes her time to work into it, but once she starts going, she's hard to stop.
We talked about her being a gym junkie or jockey. Good block by Bloom behind the dish. So she's got the fitness to continue going.
Yep.
Of course, they've got another ace on the staff in Gretchen O'Coin. She's at first base right now. Might see her come out in the top of the 5th. Slow ball, second base. And I'll make the play. Regulation does Gerbies. Not before though. It is a sacrifice fly from Rodu on the arid field by the shortstop before that. Allows 1 run here to come in for Auckland Maris. We've got ourselves a tied ball game. This one's going to be good to the very end. 2 runs apiece. Bottom 4 coming up next. Don't worry about one thing at all. Uncle Wayne Roper, your team is still tied up in this one. You can see that was the schedule for today. Otahu played Waitakere Bears up first. Took care of that one, took them the ride straight to the grand final here, starting a little after 3 o'clock. But it was Auckland Maris had to play Howick at 11 a.m, won that one. Then they played Miramar at 1 p.m, won that one. This is their 3rd game in a row today. And it's the first game, though, for Brooke Glassy to start. So she is fresh on the hill here. Crystal Wani, Miriam Markiari and Kingy, 1, 2, 3 here for Otahu. Hawani pulls that one down the line. We talked a little bit about Hawani being a true one-club player here at Otahu since she was a youngster.
Yep.
And I think if you took a blood test, it'll drip blue.
Definitely. Definitely. You don't get a lot of players that, stay at one club throughout their career.
No.
It's very, very cool that Krista is still here, and it is her first club and her only club at the moment.
It
And
is.
hopefully she can stay here for her whole career.
I'm pretty sure she will.
I'm
for
pretty sure she will too.
Hard liner goes straight into the bread basket, though, of Orodu at shortstop. Kayla Clark's another one of those for Waitakere Bears. She's played her whole career at Waitakere Bears, and she's now amassed well over 200 games in the AFC or NFS.
Yeah,
It's called now, Premier Competition in Auckland.
definitely. Kayla Clark, actually, she played Bears, but before she played Bears, she played for Melville, who at times played in the
Right.
Auckland competition. So
Yeah.
she lived down the line and used
Gotcha.
to come up.
Yeah.
But yes, since being in Auckland, has played at Bears the whole time, which is, again, awesome.
It is indeed. Run a bunt attempt from Markia. Just misses it. Hooper was come charging in from first base. Oh, talk about pitching. Cassie, we saw you on the mound with the first ceremonial pitch before the grand final here. Still a bit of gas in there.
Oh, everyone wants to be a pitcher, right? I must admit, seventh tournament, and I have to be honest, seventh strike, I must say.
There you go. Oh, you're just working your way through the lineup, aren't you? Fantastic.
Just waiting for someone to offer me a spot in their team.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, right.
Markia pushes one, but it'll go straight to the right fielder, Howard. So 2 quick outs here. The bottom of the 4th innings. I think Kingy walked back in the second. Power hitter is Arianga Kingy. First pitch is on the inside from Brooke Glassy, working to her battery twin sister Miller for Auckland Marist. You can probably hear that breeze come across the microphones from time to time. It is still quite heavy coming in from centre field to home plate. Hard hit ball. There's that power we talked about from Kingy. Down in the corner. It's rattling around like there's a rabbit loose on the field. And she will stand up running into second base. There's a third baseman from Otahu.
It was a nice drive. I was just about to say before, everyone seems to be getting good bat on ball, but not finding any gaps. And Ariana just done that.
She'll give a high five to the designated runner. Will come out of the bench. The Waimarie Tawada. That'll bring up Parker. Parker's been good today. The triple to right field drove in their first run for Otahu back in the second innings. And this one comes off the shin guard, or the shin. There is no guard. So 2 runners on for Otahu here. 2 outs though. And it'll bring up Sarah Ponga. Sacrifice slow roll to the shortstop, which brought in the second run for Otahu. This one's down just a smidge.
You can have it if you want. If you go.
Full swing this time.
Well, you can have it soon enough. I'll drink mine.
Oh, Nature's back.
Noisy little thing.
She'll be entertaining in the classroom, I bet you.
She sure is.
Just missing on the outside edge. Good frame job by Miller behind the dish. Couldn't quite get the convincing pass mark from home plate umpire Ogier. 2-2. And the swing will do it. And a nice passage of work here. Second strikeout of the game issued by Brooke Glassy. And that'll do us through the bottom of the fourth innings. And we've got ourselves a tight one. 2 runs apiece. And the grand final of the Wayne Roper. Back with the top of the fifth next.
Come on.
Second fifth spot next was O'Daya, 3 wide.
The TAB takes you from wherever you are, right into the race. Melbourne Cup season is here. Join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a $20 bonus with the promo code SPRING. TAB, now you're in the game.
At Pack and Save, we're always looking for ways to cut costs and save you money. So we're taking all the yellow out of this ad. Hit it, guys! Yeah, that might be a bit much. Can we put a little... That's better. Pack and Save, our policy, New Zealand's lowest food prices.
It rain, I'm making it snow. Rip the pole, I got the bankroll. I'ma say that I prefer them no clothes. I'm into that, I love women exposed. She threw it back at me, I gave her move. Cash ain't a problem, I know where it goes. She had them apple bottom jean boots with the fur. The whole club was looking at.
Well, we're looking for a new pair of jeans and an apple pear, anything you like. There is going to be a pitching change for Otahuhu. And it'll be Gretchen O'Coin will take over from Lauren Parker. Lauren Parker had been through 4 innings of work, had issued 4 strikeouts, given up just 2 hits and 2 walks. 2 runs, though, to Auckland Maris. So O'Coin now will take over on the hill. Ashley Scott, the designated player, will come in and field at first base, which means Lauren Parker will stay in the hitting lineup. Designated player for Auckland Maris is Nicola Bodrick. She will be the first batter here in the 5th innings. One on their hands goes straight back to the pitcher. Gretchen O'Coin, one of the premier softball players in New Zealand at this point. Native from the USA, but with COVID, this is about her 3rd season down here in Otahuhu in New Zealand, but with COVID she stayed all through winter. Didn't go play over in Italy like she did the last winter for New Zealand and their summer. So becoming quite the native. Saw her work with Fastball 45. The winning pitcher and MVP of the West Waves won that competition.
What a good version of the game, huh?
Fastball 45. Quick, right?
Cool. Very cool.
It's kind of like grabs everything that's good about softball, the action parts of softball.
Definitely. And puts it all into a small 3-4 inning game, which is awesome. Just jam-packed of hits, runs, tags, plays, everything.
It's kind of like put it in a blender, tip in some nitrous oxide, and let it go. Definitely an attractive part of the game right now. We've seen that with a lot of sports, haven't we, where they've used shortened versions of the game to spark interest, and Fastball 45 is doing that now for sure. Thank you to Sky Sport, Softball New Zealand for their partnership and bringing that to us across the country in the Sky Sport New Zealand. Howard working hard, struck out in her first at bat, but that was against Lauren Parker, of course. Low lifter right through the kitchen sink. First strikeout, first victim for O'Coin. Sarah Bollock now. Bollock's a threat in the batter's box. Has good contact, decent power, but genuine pace after she makes contact. So she'll look to put pressure on this Otahu defence somehow, some way. Top of the strike zone, just missing. 1-1 the count here on Freya. I'm not saying your playing days are over, Cass, but in your time in playing, what did you enjoy the most about softball?
Oh, I loved the game, to be honest. I just lived and breathed it as well. But I love the friendships and the teammates you have, and obviously getting to hang out and spend heaps of time with them. And then if you're playing with people for so long, it's like being with your family at softball. It's cool.
It's exactly that, isn't it? It's extended family or whānau is softball game. It's the same, not just in New Zealand, but around the world. It really brings people together. The change-up is good too. 2 strike hits in a row here from O'Coin. Boy, she's putting her foot down and stamping a bit of authority here.
Group, we have a range of companies and a very wide range of people. We have 3 core values: growing together. That means with our staff, our stakeholders, and of course with people like you, our customers. Building tomorrow today to build a better tomorrow for us and our customers. And thirdly, keeping it real. Doing things that are going to work for everybody and being mindful of the fact that we're not a corporate, we still have a family feel about our business.
Welcome back to the action, ladies and gentlemen. Bottom of the 5th innings, it'll be Madison Goobies and back to the top of the shop, Moreland and Bloom. You're pleased to know that breeze has died down now, so hopefully not too much of that breeze coming across the microphones. We have put some extra foam on the microphones, but I understand you can hear some of that. Santa Claus is in the house. John Hickman, great to have you watching, sir. One of the great umpires in New Zealand. One off the end of the bat here, looking to dunk it into centre field. Goobies does, and then turns the corner. And she will swipe second base. That's some aggressive base running there from Otahu.
Good play. Good running.
Otahu get off to the best start possible here in the bottom of the 5th innings. Lead-off runner on and in scoring position already. Moreland tries the running bunt attempt. We can see defensively alignment for Auckland Maris. Freya Bollock, the third baseman, is up, and Alicia Hooper, the first baseman, is back. Normally in that case you'll find the Glassy twins will work on the outside zone, so Bollock does get to field the ball. There you go, that's on the outside. Moreland's task here, I guess, Cass, is to try and pull that down the line.
Yeah. I think she can. I mean, to be fair, she's got all the tools, so she can definitely place those hits.
That's the one she probably wanted on the inside edge. Lets it come through for a strike, though. Oh, with 1 and 2 the count, she'll do it the fun way now.
Yep.
Moreland. That tends to be pretty much fun anyway. Pushes it. Outside edge will go to Bollock at third base. They'll be happy with that, Auckland Maris. Alex Bloom. It's the 1 down here. Bottom of the 5th innings. Another different defensive alignment for Auckland Maris. Bollock staying back this time. Hooper coming up on that possible bunt play. Bloom can't get it down.
Definitely looking to put ball in play, Otahu.
I think that wind has changed the tactics, and normally Otahu's a power hitting team.
Yeah.
But with that breeze, they know that it's the short game that should produce quality runs for them. That one gets away. Gerbies will scamper down to third base, just 60 feet away from grabbing the lead. Otahu now. See John Hickman's being funny online there. There's no way that Madison gets any pace from her father. It's got to be from her mother. That's for sure.
No comment.
It need to be downhill with a massive backwind for me to generate some pace these days. But that's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah. Bloom working hard here. 2-2 against Glassy. Big breath from Glassy.
It's a piece.
That's a drive. That's in the alley too. Couple of bounces to the fence will give them the go-ahead run here.
Oh,
Bloom will pull on the anchors at second base. It's a stand-up double that gives them the lead 3-2. Time called. And that'll allow head coach Roman Gabriel to come out and have a chat to his infield. As mentioned, he does have the option to bring Pania Monk in, who's out at left field, but she hasn't been warming up, so I don't think you'll see that move quite here. But she has pitched a lot of pitches, as Pania Monk, in this tournament, so...
Yeah.
I mean, they've got a real good game here. It's only one run in it at this point. Marist will score more runs in this final.
Yeah, definitely. Their pitcher's doing fine.
And O'Coin's going to get the intentional pass, head down to first base. So it'll be a force play now with one out. Krista Hoani will step in to go to work, and that's the only thing for Marist. There's no gaps in this batting lineup, is there?
That's the thing, you put on Gretchen and then you've got to come to Krista anyway, so makes it easy. I guess you've just got the force play to any base, so...
Trying to pick your poison.
Yep. Play the percentages.
Hard one, shortstop. They'll get the lead runner into third base. Just a foot to the left there, and with the pace of that stroke from Hawaiian, he could have gone through.
Yeah, Marist shortstop's been pretty tidy today. Had a bit of work up there.
Sure has indeed been involved quite heavily, taking quite a few outs. There's Tatiana Rau. Miriam Amakia enjoying her second season with Otahuhu. Wellingtonian. I understand being able to spend a bit more time in Auckland with COVID, and of course, you know, some occupations allowing you to work from home no matter where that home is.
Exactly. I think that's the one thing that came out of COVID, is that employers realised that you can work from anywhere.
Yeah, before it says, "Oh, just work from home, boss." No, you won't.
Exactly.
We know what you guys are up to. You're off to the pub, or yeah, you're not working at home.
Not working.
But it's just common practice now, isn't it?
It sure is.
Yeah. They talk about that, you know, especially with smart devices, the ability to work from anywhere. You know, whether you're on the bus or the train, and if you're proactive as an employer, I think you actually get more productivity out of your staff. Don't worry about just a standard 40 hours. They'll do it. Wake up in the morning, 7 o'clock, and do an email or two, or whatever the case is.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
So since COVID, I've been allowed to work from home, and I do that. They probably get more out of me.
Yeah.
I do more, like you say. You log in first thing in the morning.
Yep.
You're still working at 6:30. The employers get a lot more out of you, I think.
Yeah, I think you
Bit of give and take too.
It is.
It's a give and take.
It is indeed. Well, the give and the take came from Alex Bloom here. She scores. Outstanding job. Drives in a run, I should say. That was Gerbies that scores after leading off with a double in the bottom of the 5th innings. So all the action happening here. Otahu leading by 1 as we go to the top of the 6th.
Laugh about our moms, wooden spoons and us Cocoa Brown boys. Funny, just to recollect and reminisce back then when we were kids.
Stand by, they're about to go. Second, fifth spot next was O'Day out 3 wide.
The TAB takes you from wherever you are, right into the race. Melbourne Cup season is here. Join the TAB, deposit $10 and get a $20 bonus with the promo code SPRING. TAB, now you're in the game.
To keep our prices so low, we've come a long way since our first TV ad. No, we haven't. They're still simple and low budget, so we can keep delivering you the lowest prices possible. Pack and save. Our policy, New Zealand's lowest food prices.
Welcome back, top of the 6th innings here. Auckland Mariners batting Alicia Hooper, Nita Hickey and Pania Monk. 1, 2, 3. Gretchen O'Coin continues to work on the hill. 2nd innings of work. Replaced Lauren Parker. Change of pace on the outside edge. She's got every type of pitch, doesn't Gretchen O'Coin?
Yep, she does. She's a all-round player. Can do it all.
We mentioned earlier that Gretchen O'Coin is a native of the USA. And I'd say hello to Mum and Dad tuning in from over there. I know they always try to grab Gretchen's games when they can, when they're live streamed. Nice play by Moreland at shortstop there. Retires the first out here in the 6th innings. Of course, our friends over in the USA, we wish you all and around the world the best of health. Stay safe out there as we fight this COVID-19 as it runs rampant around the world. This vaccine, where all our hopes are in that for our friends around the world to provide some normality to life.
Absolutely.
Again, and open up the borders and visiting people and friends and spending time together. Stay working hard, look after each other, I'm sure, together. There's one world we'll beat this thing, that's for sure. I'll get back to seeing each other again.
To be honest, I don't want to be anywhere else other than New Zealand right now.
We are very blessed in this country.
Very blessed.
Done the hard yards, and of course geographically being isolated, if you like, the bottom of the Pacific has helped.
Yep. A lot easier to shut down a small island.
It is indeed. It's also good for our friends from the Cook Islands.
100%.
Wow, they just the first quarantine-free flight flew in the other day. No need to quarantine for them. This one's up. Big chase, big dive, big collision. Second baseman Gerbies or spread eagle. So was Sarah Ponga, the right fielder. They both got up and jogging back, so that's good. I think both players know how dangerous a batter Nita Hickey is. Trying to get her out here. Down the line, knocked down by Kingy. The throw, and it's good.
It's a top play. Top play.
Outstanding effort from the third baseman from Otahu here. Erases Nita Hickey for the second out in the top of the 6th innings. Pania Monk, mixed bag today. Struck out in the first and then caused an error by the shortstop back in the 4th innings. Nita Hickey, Pania Monk just nods after looking at that pace coming in down the pipeline from O'Coin. Just a step up in velocity. Running a bunt attempt, there's a bit of respect shown right there. Change of pace. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says O'Coin. Third strikeout since she's taken over from 2 innings of work. Well, it's Otahu leading 3 runs to 2 at this point. It'll be the bottom of the 6th when we come back.
Which one? Pick one. This one classic. Red from blind. Yeah, bitch, I'm drastic. Why that?
But that's John Miller, loving husband, relatively reliable player, and holder of the Bledisloe Cup and 2 Investec Super Rugby titles. Don't let the heels fool you. Wendy crushed 2 of the biggest names in men's tennis to go all the way at Wimbledon. Tony, one of New Zealand's most impressive multi-sport players. Try playing and taking out a rugby league grand final, a Grand Slam, and the New Zealand Cup all at once. Mary Adams came from nothing to take Cleveland to the playoffs. Where to next? Well, she won the New Zealand Derby with Ginger Nuts. Finally, meet Richard Sykes, a man with many loves, 80s hip-hop, whose dog barked Twain, and winning, specifically, the Cup final at Wembley. Now it's your turn. TAB, now you're in the game.
Welcome back to the action here in the bottom of the 6th innings. We'll just adjust the scoreboard for you. It'll be Ariana Kingi, followed by Lauren Parker and Sarah Ponga. 1, 2, 3 here for the home side. Grand final of the Wayne Roper Memorial. Great to have you along for this one. Hope you're enjoying the grand final. It's our complete privilege to bring that to you on behalf of Otahu Softball Club, of course, in conjunction partnership with Ballpark Broadcasting. Kingi with a solid drive to left field in the 4th innings, a walk back in the 2nd. Some good defensive plays as well. At third base is Ariana Kingi. Good pitch on the outside edge though from Glassy, just lifting up the radar a little there. Hard drive from Kingi. She's all over it today in the alley. It'll be a stand-up double to the third baseman from Otahuhu.
Nice job. She's had a good game today. Solid at third base. Getting her hits in. Doing a little shimmy dance as she runs off.
Waimari at Tawara. Tuesday runner comes out to replace her at second base. Lauren Parker. She's been amongst it. Pitched the first 4 innings for Otahu. A triple RBI back in the 2nd innings. Sacrifice bunt here. It'll move the Tawara over to third base. Sarah Ponga now. Has been poking a few to left field. This one just outside the zone. Brooke Glassie's gone the whole way for Auckland Marist here in the grand final.
She's done a good job.
Straight back to Glassie. She checks the runner over to 1. They'll make the tag on the play. Glassie did the right thing to throw a little askew, but still made the out. So with 2 outs here, they'll rest with Madison Gerbies. Back in the second, 2 hits today. Single to left field in the second and a double to centre in the fifth. Takes a breath as she steps in to go to work here. 3 runs to 2 at this point. Looking to add an insurance run. 3 outs required in the top of the 7th for Gretchen O'Coin. Nothing like having a buffer going into the final.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can score this run at third, that would be...
Hard hit ball. But it'll go foul down the left field line. You were saying?
Yeah, if they can score this run, that'll just give them a little bit of ease going into the 7th.
Set back now, ready to go. Hard hit ball the other way. Trouble for the fielder. She'll make the play running backwards. Does Sheridan Howard. A fine play by the right fielder for Auckland Mara. So it's all down to the wire here. We'll go to the top of the 7th. Otahuhu have a 1-run lead in the grand final of the Wayne Roper. Back to you shortly with all the action.
Never take time to worry about life. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Know that you are right. There's a world to behold. Another day you will grow old. So take time with the ones you love. Take time with the ones you love.
Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the top of the 7th innings. 3 outs needed for the championship of the 2021 Wayne Roper. Just before we get started here, we'd like to thank the tournament officials, Chief Scorer Statistician Lynette Leithart and her scoring crew, Chief Umpire Tommy Howard and his umpiring crew they've had from all over New Zealand here this weekend. Administration, Sally Hawani, Dione Robinson, Sifa Tolamaki, Sheree Waters and Krista Hawani. Thank you for your contribution. Club liaison and tournament organiser, one of the hardest working people I know, Priscilla Abraham. Thank you for your dedication and putting on an outstanding 2021 Wayne Roper Memorial Tournament here. Back to the live action in the grand final. It is Tatana Narodu, Holly Howard and Miller Glassy trying to find their way against Gretchen O'Coin here. O'Coin in her 3rd innings of work, relief pitching for Lauren Parker. The score was 2-2 when she came into the ball game. Gerbies scored for Otahuhu. That was back in the 5th innings when Alex Bloom drove her in. Change of pace and it's good. Turn that K the other way. Catches her looking there, does Gretchen O'Coin. So down to 2 outs now. Holly Howard, a centre fielder. She'll come in and go to work. Marist in the dugout there. 3rd game in a row today for Marist. So having to do the hard yards to win this one, that's for sure. Defensively for Otahuhu, you can see the alignment has changed. Ashley Scott, the first baseman, will go back behind the line. Madison Gerbies, the second baseman, will come forward in the pocket. Low lifter is good from O'Coin. 4 strikeouts so far for O'Coin in 2 1/3 innings of work. Prize ball, not teasing enough. All set to rock and roll now. Running bunt attempt. That was something different by Holly Howard. Running left-hand bunt with one hand on the bat only. Trying to get as much advantage as possible. Counters level here. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Howard. Laces one, but it'll go foul at a play down the left field line. Good to see first base camera operators in the house for the rest of this one. JP Gerbies. Fouls this one back.
Looks like the pie.
Working hard here is Holly Howard. Maris will not lay down, we know that for sure. Change of pace is good, a little something different. 5th strikeout on the day for O'Coin. Really looking commanding on the hill right now, isn't she, Casey?
She sure is. And Tapipi only needs to get the one more.
That'll be Brooke Glassey's younger sister, Miller, the catcher. She'll have to try and go through, though. Miller watches the first pitch go up around the eyes. Designated player Nicola Broderick on deck if required. Bottom of the zone is good. Levels the count 1-1. One swing of the bat from Glassey can tie this puppy up. Definitely enough power in there to get it yard, even into a stiff breeze. Inside out swing, and that'll work as it squeezes past the first basewoman. So Miller gets the job done here, the older sister I should have said before, down to first base. Designated runner will come out. Amy Wells and run for Glassey. 2 down catcher anyway. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter here. Number 14, Edna Hickey, is coming into the ball game. She will pinch hit for Broderick, the designated player. Head coach Roman Gabriel's got a feeling. And with 2 outs here, with all the cookies in the jar for the championship title for 2021. Hickey will take one from the top of the zone. Go to who have managed their pitching staff well this weekend. O'Coin still looks fresh. Inside now, low lifter. She wants to finish it on the hill here. Looking for the 6th strikeout from the 9 outs of her work as O'Coin. Looking for the Wayne Roper Trophy. And she gets it straight through the kitchen sink. Too hot to handle. It is 6 strikeouts on the day, and it is a championship for Otahu in a close one over Auckland Maris. 3 runs to 2. They are your grand final winners of the 2021 Wayne Roper Memorial here at Sturgis Ballpark. Casey, what's your thoughts on the final?
Yeah, good final. Glad we come away with it, and looking forward to next year.
Looking forward to next year, indeed. I mean, it's been outstanding. 16 games on the schedule over 2 days of play here at Sturgis Ballpark and South Auckland. It's simply been outstanding. We know Wayne would have been watching from above, casting an eye over, and his girls in blue have done it for him one more time.
Yep, he would have been happy.
Happy indeed, as they will congratulate Auckland Maris on a great final. And they've played very well. Got to say, 2 of the best teams in the country fought it out for the title this year. what a privilege it was to watch. You've got to say, though, for the side from Marist, hitting wise, it was a tough day at the office, but there was the triple from Alicia Hooper back in the first innings and a single to Broderick, the DP, in the third innings, but it was shut up shop after that for sure. Brooke Lassie did a good job on the mound offensively for the home side. Would let it off with a double from Logan Moreland. She was 1 from 3 today. Alex Bloom with a double that scored the go-ahead run in the fifth innings. Ariana Kingi had herself a good day of walking 2 doubles today. Lauren Parker had a triple to right field, and Madison Gerbies managed to get herself a couple of doubles today as well. So up and down the lineup, they contributed the whole way through, Casey.
Yeah, pretty much. Team effort today, team effort.
A team effort indeed. Well, that pretty much wraps us up here from Sturgis Ballpark, and it's been our complete pleasure to bring you today's action and all of the weekend's action from the 2021 Wayne Roper Memorial. It's always a pleasure to come down here, and it's definitely always a privilege and a pleasure to celebrate as you see the teams thanking their supporters, and there are a lot of them here at the Otahu Softball Park. We talked about Sally Hawani, Dion Robinson, Sifa Tolomaki, Shree Waters, Krista Hawani, Priscilla Abraham, Ian Abraham, just to name a few of the many volunteers and people that put their hand up, not their hand out, in this great club of Otahu. Thank you to the under 18 girls who are working the cameras, Tina Moranga, Simon Watson, all weekend doing the video switcher, JP jumping on the camera there at the end of this one. Well, we wish you've had a fantastic weekend. We've enjoyed bringing you the Wayne Roper. It's been our complete privilege. Cassie, any last comments?
No, thanks for having me, Chop. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure indeed. I tell you what, it's been my complete pleasure. I'm Jason Gerbies. On behalf of the other fellow commentators this week, Jason Armstead, Horse. We had, of course, Cassie, you in the booth, Santana Hala, Jamie Breer. There was a whole slew of them, and of course Curtis Tompkins coming in and helping out this weekend. Thank you to you, sir. The one-liners will always be memorable. So that'll do us from Sturgis Park and Otahu Softball Club, the Wayne Roper. It's in the book, 2021 edition. It's Otahu are the champions for 2021. We'll see you all next time.